no kidding.
and I am your moderator tonight. We're going to go over a few things to begin, set the stage, and then we'll get right into it. If there's no objection, we will be guided tonight by the main moderator's manual and use a show of hands as our default method of voting.
I'd like to address the moderator. So, my name is Chris Blaze, and I'd like to make a motion for secret ballots for tonight's proceedings.
I'm not going to hear a standard motion for a secret ballot until we'll do it one at a time. You can, if you want to do a secret ballot, it would take hours
Well,
more
we have a lot
time.
of family and friends in the community, and so there's no repercussions or intimidation. I think that it would be best if we had a secret ballot. I just feel that we have a lot of friends and family, and
Hi, how's this? I just feel that we have a lot of friends and family in the meeting tonight, and so that there's no repercussions or intimidation, that a secret ballot would better serve everyone in the community. And I'll make a motion.
Between motions, seconds, amendments, motions to reconsider, votes, there will be a lot of votes tonight. If we're going to take each and every one of them as a secret ballot, we need to take a 20-minute recess to all get our sleeping bags, because we've got 16 questions today, and it'll take us a very long time. Well, I would propose, as is custom across the state of Maine, to take it on a case-by-case basis. What we need to do is, if there's one warrant article that people want a secret ballot for, and you can make that motion every time, I would put it in your hands as voters to decide whether that needs to be a secret ballot.
That's fair.
This is a very unique situation. Last year, we were out of here in 25 minutes. We had a 30-something people. In the interest of everyone's time.
Well, I respect that, sir, and I just feel as that we should let the community decide that.
Good thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, a motion to set the voting has no further discussion by the main moderator's manual. So, as a show of hands, unless you want to take a secret ballot on whether to use secret ballots, which I'm not going to do. As a show of hands, if you are in favor of the motion to use a secret ballot on all votes tonight, please raise your hand.
So what was it to do a secret ballot?
Thank you. If you are opposed, please raise your hand. We will use a show of hands as a default. Now again, this is a default method of voting. It does not have to be for everything.
No way.
We're happy to take it on a case-by-case basis. And again, as moderator, I have no powers and if you take them away. I am from you, I am you, I am not in charge of you. I'm only in charge because you have put me here. You can take me away at any time. But for now, I have a duty to everybody and to the state of Maine to impose some order and get this thing moving. Otherwise, truly, we'll be here all night. So, I do appreciate it. Okay, a few more ground rules. There's a lot of us, but we can only, as a group, do one thing at one time. My job is to keep us on that track. Your job, as a group, is to make decisions for the school district, one at a time. A few things, standard things, used everywhere in the state that we're going to do tonight. One, keep the focus on the business at hand and not on individuals, not on personalities, not on opinions. When you come to the microphone, and I want you to come to the microphone, the system depends on you coming to the microphone. But when you do, address me. All conversations, all comments should go through the moderator. When people start calling out each other by names, it creates a horrible atmosphere. Just tell me what you want. Refer to the other speakers as the first speaker, the last person who spoke, that sort of thing. In order to give the voters an opportunity to be heard, which is your right under the law in Maine to be heard, it is custom to prioritize voters over everyone else. over non-residents, over non-voters. I ask unanimous consent to that extent. There's gonna be a lot of people talking. That I'd like to limit each speaker to no more than 2 minutes. Is that acceptable? If you go over, I'll use some discretion. I'm not here to stifle anything, but we need to move things along. There being no objection, I will impose that limit. However, that does not mean that someone can talk about anything they want for 2 minutes. My kids go to this school. I have lots of opinions about their education. I'm not going to share them with you unless those opinions are helpful for you to decide the specific warrant question we're facing. Spoiler alert, I'm not sharing my opinions about my kids' education today. Finally, if I rule on something, on a vote or something else, and you don't like it, that's okay. That's part of the process. I'm in charge again unless you all overrule me. So if somebody doesn't like something I do, please speak up. We'll pump the brakes, we'll get out of the car, we'll figure it out. We're not gonna, everyone's gonna have a chance to be heard tonight. Finally, I ask for unanimous consent that a main motion may be reconsidered no later than after the next warrant article is disposed of. So what I mean by that is we're going to take the articles in a row. There's 16 of them. We're going to do number 1. If number 1 is done, by the time number 2 is done, it's now too late for someone to stand up to try to reconsider number 1. That is the only way for people that want a warrant article, sit through it, to then be able to go home at night. So it's not the very last thing before we leave, someone pulls out something from the first inning. We're not going to do that. So unanimous consent on that. Thank you. Hearing no objection, that passes. Let's have some fun. Warrant, I'm going to move this, I am not that tall. Warrant Article 1. To see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for regular instruction, the school board recommends $11,781,767.64. Do I hear a motion for that number? And a second. Is there any discussion?
I'd like to make a motion to amend Article 1.
Okay.
I'd like to amend it higher by $450,000 to $12,231,768.
Can you give me that number again? It's too late for this.
$12,231,768.
How about 67, 64? Good enough. Or you can do whatever you want. 68, we'll round it for you, Joe. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on that motion to amend, please?
Can I speak first on the
You
motion?
sure could.
Thank you. I have 2 minutes, so I'll make it brief. Thank you to the school board and administration for your work on this. Clearly, I disagree. I disagree because I think the cuts to the education program, specifically at the K-8 program, the cuts of these teachers at Mollyocket School in Brownfield, Denmark, will be damaging to our students' education. I feel that the cutting of the math program for the 8th graders at Friar Academy will be damaging to our education. Right now, there are 4 teachers at 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, 1 for social studies, 1 for English, 1 for math, 1 for science. Those are the core subjects we all know. We took them when we went to school. In fact, 30 years ago when I went to school, there were subjects like home ec and technical arts and the trades things to keep kids engaged. And those things over the last 30 years have been cut, and the means of cutting education. Well, today, English and social studies are on the table, and I don't think that's okay. So I ask the people in this room, the people who have supported education for so long, the people who have shown up tonight, that demonstrate that this district cares about education. You are the people that support Friar Academy, a school that hundreds of people come across the border and from around the world to attend. You are the people that helped build this school. You come from this district. You support our kids every day. I know this is a big ask. I didn't make the funding formula in Maine or determine that education was funded by local property taxes. There are many ways we can fix this moving forward. But today, all we can do is vote to raise our taxes higher. And that is painful. And for some people, they can't afford it. And if you can't afford it, please don't vote for this motion. But if you can find a way, or if you can, please vote for this motion. Do it for my kids. Do it for your kids. Do it for our kids. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you. Any further discussion? And to move things along, if you have something to say after somebody, feel free to queue up behind them. It's perfectly fine. But yes, thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jim St. Pierre. I'm from Freiburg. I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity to speak tonight. My primary concern is the development of literacy skills of our students. I have served the students of the district for over 30 years as an English teacher at Freiburg Academy. And I'm the proud father of 2 boys who were raised here and attended school in this district from kindergarten all the way through to their graduation from Freiburg Academy. I've also taught at the post-secondary level as a college adjunct for 25 years, so I believe I have a thorough sense of the literacy patterns of students in this area. What concerns me most about the board's proposal is the reduction in English language arts teachers and the subsequent loss of class time dedicated to reading and writing. I and many teachers with whom I've spoken are witness to the precipitous decline in literacy abilities among our students over the past few years. Their reading stamina has diminished such that many students I have are unable to even read through an entire page of text, even regardless of the difficulty. Where students could study 3 books a semester just 10 years ago, they now struggle to complete 1. Their writing stamina as well has diminished significantly, and much class time in some classes is devoted to helping them simply with writing fluency rather than refinement, just having them write, just to get used to it. There are many reasons for this decline, and the experiences of my colleagues and me, though anecdotal, are supported by trends identified both nationally and internationally. It doesn't take a deep dive into current research to quantify these declines and the ultimate concerns regarding them. Given the clear decline in literacy among our students, I'm concerned that the elimination of positions dedicated to ELA, English Language Arts, will only exacerbate the issues. It has been my experience that the most successful gateway to a life of professional and personal development is through reading, and that the most effective way to access citizenship is through writing. For these reasons and many more besides, I encourage the board to consider restoring these positions and increasing students' exposure to experiences that will improve their literacy. Thank you.
Thank you. From a moderator standpoint, that's how you do it, those 2 minutes and 3 seconds.